So I had my 5:30. She does 5:30 with me every morning. She wasn't able to make it. Well, she won't be able to make it today. So I moved my 9 a.m. I moved her to 5:45. And I have a 7 a.m. after her. I figured, let's just knock it out, get it done early, and then resume with other training throughout the day. So I'm heading there right now. I'm a little stuffy, but it is all good. But anyways, guys, I will be recording my journey. So as a trainer, you would think trainers are in the gym working out like crazy. Just, I don't know. I know there's trainers out there that's doing that, but I'm not one of them. And I'm okay with that. I am perfectly fine with that. Because I'll tell you right now, as a trainer, the way I'm wired, I'm set up to where it's like I take mental breaks because I don't want to burn myself out. Every time someone trains with me, and people that I've trained can attest to this, it's always good vibes, good energy. It's not, I'm never tired. I could be tired, but you won't notice. I'm not tired of training people. It's a different type of tired. That's just how I'm wired. I like to take a mental break. I like to get out of the gym. I just don't want to hang out at the gym. When I get done training somebody, I'm not sitting in the gym. I'm just not. Like, I am out of there because I need a mental disconnection. And it helps. It works. I've been doing it. That's how I like it. Everybody's not the same. Like I said, everybody is not the same. What works for this person isn't going to work for the other person. But for me, I like to disconnect. And I also have a business mindset. So me disconnecting doesn't mean I'm away, completely disconnected with the gym and working out, training my clients. I'm doing things on the back end. There's a lot of things as a trainer that needs to be done on the back end. Now, there's trainers that's not doing these things. That's the thing. There's people that love being in the gym, they're working out like crazy, and they're not doing the business part of things as efficient as it could be. I've met a lot of trainers that's running whatever they're doing, just pay me cash or this and that. It's like they're not really structured. They're doing a great job. They love what they do. But if you're a trainer and you're doing this on your own, you're not working for a gym, you gotta have a structure, you gotta have a system. It'll make your life so much easier, and you'll find ways to make extra money. So in other words, you will double your income, if not triple your income. You just have to be intentional with what you're doing, because there's so much outside of just coming into the gym and training somebody that as a trainer I have to do. You know what I mean? And I know that, but wait a minute, hold up. There you go. But there's a lot that goes into the business of a trainer outside of training clients. Training the clients is the most important thing, because if you're not doing good at that, nothing else will work, obviously. But I'm just saying from experience what I've noticed. I've given some trainers advice too. I'm one of those people, if I see you doing something that could be done better, I'll give you my advice. Now, you could do whatever you want with it. That's up to you. I won't repeat myself. I won't constantly tell you to fix this because I'm not your coach. You're not paying me, so that's that. But I will do the first initial introduction to changing certain things and making it better. Because I'm one of those people, I have structure, I have system. Before I even start doing something, I always try to figure out, how could I streamline this? What could I do to make it easier for me? What could I do to make it more efficient? What could I do to make it easier for the client? I not just only think about myself, I think about the client's experience as well. So all of that, I put it in one. For example, when I first started training, I was at the gym. There's trainers there that had a lot of clients and stuff like that. I didn't have a lot of people. I had one client at the time. I had one client, but I would go into the gym and I would bring my laptop with me. I would come in before my client even get there, because once I get done training her, I'm not staying, I'm not hanging out. So I'd come in and dedicate whatever time that I feel like dedicating towards streamlining things, coming up with systems and different softwares that make sense, right? Not just for me, but the client's experience. I was able to streamline everything, connect everything. I'm on my laptop at the gym just working, and then when my client come in, I train her and I'm out of there. And by the time I got up to about 5+ clients, I had a structure, I had a system in place. I was able to fix the mistakes that was happening when I had less people, because I had the time and I had the mental capacity. I still do. But all I'm saying is I just made things easier for myself, because sometimes you could make life easier for yourself or you can make it harder for yourself. I like to make life easier for myself. If life is hard for me, it ain't by choice. Trust me. It is not by choice, fam. Sometimes I put myself in situations where it could be difficult, but I'm just not afraid of a challenge. You know what I mean? But anyways, back to the conversation. So I was able to come up with a structure system that made my life easier. So therefore, when I got super busy and I started doing more personals and classes, I didn't have to spend time on figuring out how to do this or what should I do. But I had something, well, I had an idea of how to get over certain obstacles, or I had something in place already to get over certain obstacles. So I was just training people. I just put workouts together. I didn't worry about when am I getting paid, who's paying me. The system did everything. You know what I mean? I didn't do any of that. And it made life so much easier. You have to pay a little fee because people processing their cards and stuff. But listen, if you want to run a smooth business or whatever it is you want to make it smooth, you got to automate it. You got to put it on a system and let it work. So that way you can focus on what's going to help you grow and make more money, and not so much of the little things like having to keep up with how many days this person trained, did they pay you yet, how much are they paying you, all this other stuff. You're just wasting time and you're losing money too. Because one thing I'll tell you is, as a trainer, I don't like to talk about money too much. The first initial setup, we already been through it. And we just keep it moving. You just got to train with me. Let's focus on your training. Let's focus on these gains, the progress. You know what I mean? Everything else is on automation because we already got past that. We're not going back there anymore. But anyways, one thing I'm not about to do is go to the mean gym and spend that drop-in fee. If I don't have to, I'm not. Okay? Her gym, it's a legit like commercial gym. It has free weights. It has more than most communities do. To be honest, I haven't been in a community with this much equipment and this much space, a separate room to stretch and do the most. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, we're training you here. Now, my next client, I'm training her at the Mean Gym, the hub, which is in Boca. I showed you guys a little quick look of that in the previous 2 videos. So go take a look at the previous 2 videos to see what that looked like. Maybe I'll put the video up here though. But so my other client I'm training after this, I'll be at the hub. I'll do that drop-in fee, but if I don't have to do that drop-in fee, we're not doing it. I'm out.